What's going on, Bam Slam fam? Ben Fletcher, Allison Ratzlaff, Mike Costa with you. Another edition of the Bam Slam podcast presented by our great friends at McGregor's Bar and Grill right down there off of Friars Road, San Diego Mission Road to be exact, just steps away from Snapdragon Stadium. What's going on, kids? How are we
It
doing
is
on this night?
March, baby, and it is March in a big way. God, did you guys watch college basketball today? All over the place. The Marquette St. John's game. St. John's been terrible all year. Marquette's been great all year. Marquette takes him to overtime, tries to lose every way possible. It's freaking March. The Aztecs game was nuts. The San Jose State game was nuts against Nevada, who's who. San Diego State's now playing San Jose State tomorrow, which has to make Aztecs fans feel great. It's March, and that is the best time of year.
All right, well, that'll do it for this edition of the Bam Slam podcast. And last but not least, you brave man and no.
Don't you think too the tournament this year is wide open? Like I just think there are so many possibilities. Nobody's out of it. It's just there just isn't that. I mean, there's some really good teams. Obviously, the 1 seeds are always going to be tough, but 1 through 4 really. But I don't know. I feel like it's anybody's tournament this year for the first time in a long time. Feels more wide open.
There is one blue blood that is going to be a top ranked team this year, and that's good for college basketball. Like Kansas is the only team that historically has been great, who's going to be a top seed in the tournament, and I think that's awesome. Hey, Bam Slam fam, new tonight, we're streaming on Twitter. Let us know in the comments if you are watching us that way. Let us know if you're watching us on YouTube. We'd love to hear from y'all. And again, Costa said we are presented by McGregor, and we just found out the way that we get paid by YouTube, we need a lot more people to subscribe and like YouTube posts. So go ahead and fill us up on there because we want to keep doing this, but we want to make a little scratch while we're at it.
100%. Your involvement is so important to us, just in the fact that the three of us love getting together and doing this. And we love you members, and we love adding new members to the Bam Slam fam, as we say. So, download on YouTube, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Are we on the Tweeter tonight as well?
We are live streamed on Twitter. I'll go make sure right now and then show you.
Okay. You can follow us on Twitter at BamSlamPod. Also Instagram at BamSlamPod as well. Allison, did you watch any basketball today, or was Ben the 1/3 of the Bam Slam?
I did watch a little bit, and then I ended up turning it on radio or the app and listening to the rest of it while I was working out this afternoon. So I did listen to all of it. I was nervous. I mean, San Diego State, oh yeah, there we are on Twitter. Aztecs, I don't know. They maybe seemed a little bit tired. I don't know if it was playing early in the day, threw them off. Normally I feel like they're playing at midnight. I feel like their games are always so late. But it was just I don't know. I thought that they would run away with it. And every time they started to, they'd go up by 5, and then they'd be down by 2. So it was a little nerve-wracking towards the end.
I didn't watch, nor did I listen to a second of it. Today was a hellaciously busy day with everything but being able to kick my feet up and watch a basketball game. I did see the final score. What was it, Ben? 64-61? Mm-hmm. And I remember texting Ben, and I said, should this have been as close as it was? And of course, his response was, it's March. It's basketball. It's tournament basketball. This is a team that, I hate the fact that they're going to play 4 games in 4 days. I think it's absolute. I hate that. I just hate it. I hate it about all the tournaments because.
Well, it's good that you hate 4-4 because it's actually 3-3 because they got the first bye game, so they didn't have.
Oh, sorry, sorry, my bad.
But the Mountain West tournament does stretch 4 days,
right? And and it goes for all the conferences with the postseason tournament, and then a lot of teams are, their selection Sunday, and then it's like, okay, well, we'll see you at the airport at 6 a.m. because we have to get out to our. A venue, and you have immediate responsibility there as well. A little closer than I would hoped it would be, but a win's a win. And as Ben Fletcher says, it's March. Ben, how'd they play?
So, okay, neither team played well. I'll say that from the start. I watched a lot of Colorado State this year. I watched every second of San Diego State this year, and I watched every second of this game. San Diego State didn't shoot the ball well. They played fine defense, which is all it really takes. But kind of what I said going into the game, and I said it this morning and I said it on the pregame show, is that San Diego State has a lot of different ways they can win games. And that's kind of what you need when you get into March. Tonight, they had to win ugly. I don't think they have any issue winning ugly. I've seen it a lot this year. But the important thing is that it's a win, and it is March. And every single game from here on out is going to be like that. So Aztec fans, if you're watching right now, that feeling you got on the back of your neck during that one, the nerves you had in your stomach, like it's only starting. I mean, it's only going to get tougher from here on out. I will say Colorado State is a better team than their record would tell you. So going into that game, if you thought this was going to be a blowout, it was never going to be. The Aztecs played them in Colorado State this year. That game went to overtime. And that was a game where both teams played exceptionally well. This was a game where both teams played exceptionally bad. The game got ugly. The Aztecs played better when it mattered, which was late. They made clutch free throws. They got clutch steals. They didn't turn the ball over in the last couple of minutes, which has been an issue for them all season long. And Nathan Mensah ends the game with a block and a steal. So in games like that matter, you rely on senior leadership. Matt Bradley makes the big free throw. Nathan gets the big block. Jaden Ledee had some huge minutes in that game. Like, I walk away from that feeling great about this team because they just proved that they can win when shit gets gross.
Yeah, and I think too, going into the tournament, I think people think Mountain West, but that Mountain West basketball especially it's tougher than people realize. All the games at altitude, the late night, the crazy travel, it's different than most conferences. I don't think it gets a lot of respect, around the country for that, but hopefully I just hope no matter what happens in this conference tournament, I just hope when they get to the tournament that they aren't one and done. I feel like that we've all had our hopes up so many years, and then they just haven't really, they kind of collapse when they get there. So I'm hoping this year they at least Sweet 16 would, and anything beyond that would be amazing.
Dutch talked about that yesterday, and he kind of made the statement, and I don't think this was a shot at fans at all. I think that this was him saying last year's team, the year before that's team, the year before that's team has zero impact on this team. And the other thing you mentioned is that, okay, so say we do win one game in the NCAA tournament, then people are going to be disappointed we didn't win two. Then people are going to be disappointed we didn't win three. So on and so forth. I think San Diego State has spoiled San Diego in the sense that they're in the tournament every single year. And there's a lot of places around the country where that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
Dutch needs to win a tournament game. I'm not saying that he doesn't at all. That needs to happen, and that needs to happen this year. But I do think that storyline gets overplayed a touch.
Well, growing up in this town like I have, when, Aztec basketball wasn't really anything. And then, you had guys like Tony Gwynn, who could have, who was drafted by the Clippers, could have went on and played and been a great NBA point guard, or Michael Cage, who went on to great stardom with the Seattle Supersonics. You're right. We are spoiled now. But I think this fan base is educated enough to start thinking in terms of, okay, winning the regular season conference championship is great. Winning the Mountain West Conference postseason tournament is great. If they're kind of on the cusp and they're not sure they're going to get a bid or not, we are spoiled, because now it's like, all right, you've done that. We're used to that. We've seen this movie. Show us a movie about where you guys win tournament games and win a couple. I think this, going back to the COVID team, I think that team was easily an Elite Eight basketball team, and
if not more,
not more.
That Malachi Flynn, Yanni Wetzel, KJ Fagan, talk about a team that could beat you in a bunch of ways, and that had that killer instinct of Malachi Flynn. Costa, that was the year you led the I Believe chant.
Oh, that's right.
That is still one of my favorite memories of any radio thing that I've gotten to do.
What we have to do is next year we got to contact the show for Bam Slam night at the at Viejas, and either all three of us do it, or Allison does it, or you do it, Ben, or I do it again or something. But yeah,
I don't ever want to hear my voice do it after I've heard you do it, because it was one of the most intense, incredible things. I still have that soundbite somewhere. I'll find it.
Do you really? Okay.
Yeah, I'll play it on this next episode.
You should be the one to do it, Ben. You're the grad.
I didn't graduate San Diego State.
Oh no, you Wait, where'd you go?
Cal
Cal
Poly.
Poly?
Cal Poly,
That's right.
San Luis
Sorry.
Obispo,
That's
baby.
right. I don't know why I always think you went to San Diego State. I've said that
Costa
many
went to
times.
San Diego State.
That's
I
right.
did.
I don't know if he
Then it has
graduated.
to be you doing it then. I'm not doing it.
I'll do it again.
Of course.
If they have me, I will absolutely do it again, and I'll blow out my lungs in the process. It's funny,
Alli,
basketball.
I'm
and
not
football,
kidding you. Costa couldn't talk for 2 days after
I
he did
remember
that.
it. I remember it. You know, my the Bears, Cal Bears, my guys, they lost today, so they're done.
Bunch of hippies.
their coach
Yeah.
got fired too.
Yeah. Oh well.
Fox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
There's been a few firings around college basketball. Irving, or what's his name?
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing got fired, and then Jim Boeheim got retired.
Okay. First off, raise your
Oh
hand.
no, what happened?
Raise
with
your
him?
hand if you forgot that Patrick Ewing was still at Georgetown. I did.
Because Georgetown sucked for 2 years, so he probably deserved to get fired.
I guess so. The friggin' Jimmy Boeheim retirement / firing, and when you were doing your laundry before we went live, and Allison and I were talking about it, and we both just started talking about what he has done at Syracuse. 47 years
That's
as
insane.
head coach of the Orange.
I mean,
But
I'm
why-
telling you, 47 years in any profession is something that I don't ever want to do. Like, that's just
You're
too
not going to
much.
be on radio for 47 years.
That's not a job.
Yeah.
Come on. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be shotgunning a beer at 6 a.m. Is that really a job? By the way, tune in. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, AM 760.
Is Kendall back there listening, saying, "Oh, what's coming next?"
Yeah, that's my husband.
Mm-hmm.
But 47 years and over 1,000 wins, and 5 Final Four appearances. Like, what? I just don't understand the firing or retirement, whatever it is. I don't understand why it has been handled in such a strange, sort of awkward way.
I was reading the article, and he said he made his retirement speech last week,
Yeah.
but nobody picked up on it.
It's because he didn't
And
say
he
it was
said-
a retirement speech. It was just like every coach does it pretty much every year. I've heard Dutcher give 10 of these things or 6 of these things where it's just a
Okay.
thank you to the fans, and it's a thank you to everyone who's supporting the program. Now,
and he said it's up to Syracuse whether I come back or not. He said that.
Yeah, he said
I also don't think he's upset, by the way. I don't think he's taking it like a firing. I think it's maybe more of a, oh, thank God I'm done with this shit.
Well, yeah, he's a Naismith Hall of Famer. He's one of the greatest basketball coaches ever. He's got a national championship. 2003 he finally got over the hump, and Allison said 5 Final Fours. He's sent scores and scores of guys onto the NBA, and he'll go down. Is he on the Mount Rushmore of greatest basketball coaches in college history? I don't think so, but his legacy is written in stone now, and he can enjoy. He got to coach both of his sons.
Mhm.
Enjoy
One
the
of
good
his
life,
sons,
Jimmy.
One of his sons destroyed the Aztecs. Was that last year or 2 years ago?
Holy
I
shit!
think-
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that
I
was
think it
Buddy
was-
Boeheim.
Yeah, I think it was. I want to say it was 2 years ago, but
I remember that
He
was
could-
the only game I took off the entire year because it was on our original wedding date. It was February, maybe the very beginning of March, whatever it was. But it was on our original wedding date, and so we were in. My parents and my aunt and uncle threw a big party in Sonoma for that day because we had to push it back for COVID.
mhm.
Yes.
That was the year, right?
Well, you got married last summer.
Yeah, so it would have been a
Last
year before that.
April.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would have been a
Oh my
year before
God.
that.
Did you guys celebrate your first anniversary?
March
No, April.
25th.
Oh, March 25th.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's coming up though in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're celebrating it by throwing a party at McGregor's.
Nice.
On March 24th.
Yeah.
A great time to talk about that as well. Yeah, we're gonna thanks to Ian and the whole crew at McGregor's, we're gonna be able to do live tapings of the BAMSNet podcast once a month down there. And Friday, March 24th, we will go live at about 6 o'clock, but we'll be down there earlier, so everyone come by, hang out, and enjoy.
We gonna
And
be
drink.
boozing.
And boozing.
I'm telling you,
and
I'm just gonna
fooding.
get hammered at this thing. So if anyone wants to come watch that, because I can walk home from McGregor's, it's literally
Yeah,
down the
exactly.
street from my house. So I
Right.
just be prepared for someone carrying me up the hill. That's
I'll
what the
carry
people
you up.
want, right?
Yeah, they want to see you hammered. Our good friend Carolyn Blocka, the Queen of the North, is coming down from Canada.
In fact, she's
And we hope
making the trip from Canada to San Diego just for that party.
God bless her soul. And all of you BAM Slam family members, we want to see you there at McGregor's. Great beers, great drinks, great food. They've got all the TVs, they got all the bells and whistles, the gangs and stuff. So it's going to be really fun.
It's
to,
really
to hang out.
roomy in there. It's really roomy in there too. It's big. I love it. I love how spacious it is.
Yeah, you're never like leaning over, or you're never,
No, the
hey, excuse me, I'm trying to order something. You're right.
the
There's
bar
shoulder
is
room at McGregor's.
huge. That
Yeah.
bar is huge. I don't know. I love how spacious it is.
When we're there
So come
this
on
time,
down
and maybe we can drunk dial or drunk text JD Wicker and see if we can get a nighttime tour of Snapdragon.
you know what we do? I don't even think we do that. I think we just show up at Snapdragon. We go to the security gate and go, yeah, JD said that you would let us in. Yeah.
JD,
Mr. Wicker said you'd let us in.
Oh my God. Guys, I'm not getting arrested. I'll just
No, it's okay,
be
Alli. I've done this tons of
Ubering.
times.
I'll just be in my Uber home.
Fun fact, you ready for this? One of my first quote unquote dates with Kendall, we snuck onto the Cal Poly baseball field and drank a bottle of wine.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. And then I fell out of a tree later on trying to impress her.
You sound like me in
Did you
the
guys
vineyards in the golf cart.
in the golf cart?
Yeah.
With Matt Damon, right?
Somehow she's still married.
Matt Dillon. Matt Dillon, not Matt Damon.
Matt
Damon.
Damon.
Was Matt Dillon
Now
a
you're
big tongue
starting
guy?
rumors. I'm not talking about this.
No, you could just. Was it too much tongue? Not enough?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Stop.
Or was it the teeth? You said it was
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Either his tongue was too big.
I never said that.
Or I think you did.
Oh my goodness. All right, boys, move on.
What about Nick Cage?
Would you stop?
Hello?
I ditched one for the other, so
What about
Alli.
I was way too young. I was way too young. They thought
what about
for
Emilio
sure they thought,
Estevez or Charlie Sheen?
no. No,
Just
there's
checking.
No.
Who were some
Just checking
other
your dance
star
card there,
guys
girl.
of the 90s? Was it Tom
hey,
Cruise back
switching
then,
to
or did the Scientology thing freak you out?
Me? Ew, Tom Cruise. Well, I mean, no offense, but he's not tall. Like at all.
He's not tall, and he has a middle tooth.
There you go.
You
Alli
gotta
only
look- if
likes
you-
tall guys.
If you look at him straight on the next time you see him, he has a middle
I feel bad.
tooth.
That's a terrible thing.
And
to
that's
say.
why you
I-
always see him like in photos and stuff. He's always kind of standing like this, kind of standing like this, or kind of going like this.
And
Or,
he does wear lifts in his
Hmm.
shoes during his movies.
Yeah, he
he
does. Yeah, he's
Mm.
tiny. But you never made out with him?
Oh my God. I've never. No.
All right. Switching to some
God, I'm not a
NFL news.
complete.
The
Move on.
Jets, we talked about this on Tuesday night. The Jets are feeling really confident.
They are.
Rodgers. Brett Favre 2.0 from the
Yeah, you
pack
know,
to
They
the
all flew
Jets.
out. They all flew out here. The GM, the owner, the offensive coordinator, the head coach. They all of them flew out here to meet him in California.
Do you guys know that the
So-
owner's name of the Jets is Woody Johnson?
That's so good, isn't it?
Yeah. What were his parents thinking? God, that's
was
like
just gonna
something Costa
say,
would name
what-
his kid.
Like, what were they thinking? I don't. It's so odd.
Just
Let's
call
see.
him
Our last
Boner.
name's already kind of like a wiener. Okay, first name also like a wiener. Let's go Woody Johnson.
Can we
No,
delete
we
this
can't do that.
episode and start over?
Nope.
Let's just name him
It's
Richard.
live.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
they're feeling good. They're feeling good. They're going to get Aaron Rodgers. And I do not know what to tell you about Aaron Rodgers to the Raiders, because I think back during the Pebble Beach Pro-Am when he was playing in it, everyone was saying, oh, he's going to be a Raider. He's going to be a Raider. Nah, I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Raider. I do know that there's a rumor circulating now that Mac Jones' name is being bandied about with the Raiders. There might be a possible trade between the Patriots and the Raiders for Mac Jones services.
I do think
both
that's a
would be
rumor.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a rumor. I think that's people sitting around saying stuff and then radio guys talking about it, and then suddenly people are picking that up and saying, "Oh, they were saying that this," you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't see that.
Dead serious. Honest opinion, Aaron Rodgers has a better chance of being a Raider than he does a Jet.
Ben, I'm the same with you, man.
Here's the deal. The Jets have now done this twice. This is exactly what they were doing with Derek Carr. As soon as the names come up in circulation someone says, oh, Aaron Rodgers might be a good fit with the Jets. They got plenty of cap room. They can make a contract work. They got plenty of trade options for him. The Jets then go and be like, we are super optimistic. And they said the word optimistic about 15 times in that tweet that Stephania Bell put out that came right out of Woody Johnson's pocket. And they keep saying that word, optimistic, optimistic, optimistic. If something was actually getting done, they wouldn't be talking about it so much.
The only reason I think it's the Jets is just because the players are tweeting at Aaron Rodgers.
Wouldn't you?
I mean, I guess they'd probably only if I was really certain that he was coming. I don't know
really
if
trying to get him to come over.
Yeah, I guess so.
Here's another thing to think about too. And I don't think really cold weather has ever affected him, but you're getting older. Do you want to go play on the East Coast, where you're going to be playing? Home games are going to get cold, or come to the AFC West, where obviously 8 of your home games are going to be inside. One of your road trips is going to be inside, playing in Kroenke's Rams Stadium when they take on the Los Angeles Chargers, and then take your
really inside, is it?
What?
It's sort of inside outside. That's not really inside. I mean, it's not domed.
No, it's
more inside than outside, but it's also LA.
True.
Yeah, right. It's not Green Bay.
I don't think he's going to be a Raider either. I'm sorry I even put that out there. I honestly think it's going to be the Bucks. Like that is, and they're not even being mentioned with it, which is why I think it might happen.
Yeah, but do you want to follow in Tom Brady's? You don't want to be Tom Brady's sloppy seconds.
If you're throwing to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, I would. And by the way, Tom Brady didn't get this team to a Super Bowl. I think Aaron Rodgers probably could.
Possibly.
Well, he did,
and he
get them to a Super Bowl.
Well, yes, and he won one, but not this past season. Now, what I like, but does he have a better shot with the Raiders or with the Jets of doing that? I don't really think so. Like he's got to be thinking about legacy here and winning a Super Bowl.
The Buccaneers offensively have the better offensive line from those 3 teams, and they obviously have the better offensive weapons for sure.
That's a good point. I mean, the O-line's and the O-line's important at that age more than ever, really.
Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be like pulling teeth with Aaron Rodgers. It's going to take forever until he says what he's actually going to do. And he has a lot more impact on what the decision is going to be than I think we know.
I just look at the obvious relationship with Devontae Adams, which is pretty strong. I'm trying to think of who the Jets, who he might have.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Well, yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
And then the Bucks.
And Nathaniel Hackett wanted him to come to Denver.
Yeah.
and he didn't. And then he got fired, and now he's like saying, please don't do this to me 2 years in a row, I'm sure.
He might.
It's going to be really interesting. Yeah.
Who's he dating now? It's the daughter of the Bucks owner.
Milwaukee Bucks or Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. I think that was the latest rumor. It's more substantial than the Tom Brady rumor. Costa, I'm surprised you don't have screenshots on your phone.
No, I don't have it.
Isn't she super young? Like really young?
That seems to be the trend with NFL guys with a lot of money.
But
Here,
you know,
I'll
I
find a
mean,
picture.
is 19
Yeah.
really that young?
It's not 19.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Yeah, here you go.
That'd be just so freaking creepy. He shows up, you're like, whoa, she just graduated high school, bro. Oh,
Is she the
ooh.
swimmer?
I think
Wait,
so.
which one
She's
is she?
the swimmer, isn't
Wait,
she?
Yeah, because the other ones.
At LSU, isn't she a swimmer at LSU?
I think she's the daughter of the
That's who I
Milwaukee
thought he was
Bucks.
dating.
but does she have like big wide
Oh, then maybe
swimmers
this is
back?
someone new
Or...
because
No, yeah,
Or
this is
no,
her.
this girl that I swear it was Aaron Rodgers that was dating an LSU swimmer, and she was like 19, but maybe it wasn't Aaron Rodgers. I thought it
Yep,
was.
no, I think you're right.
I could be
Mallory
wrong.
Edens, a former athlete and model who's spotted with Green Bay Packers quarterback at Bucks games since 2019. Blah, 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 blah. No, this isn't
that's
her
cool.
either. I'll find it. I'll send it to you guys after.
Okay. Hey, finally, before we get out of here, the day one of the Players Championship in Ponte Vedra, Florida, was suspended because of rain. But really, the big news of the day was the fact that Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend / housemate is now suing him for $30 million.
Did you hear why?
Is it because he locked her out of the house or something?
She wants
sent her
out of
on
that non-disclosure agreement.
Right, but he locked her out of the house by telling her that they were going on vacation and telling her to meet him at like whatever the destination was, and then changing all the locks at the house.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome.
Isn't it like the goal in life to get rich enough and famous enough to every time you break up with someone, they're going to sue you for $30 million?
I mean, I wonder what she did that made him so mad that's how.
He is not a stable person. I love Tiger Woods. He is my favorite athlete
But
of all time, but you have
what
to
did she
separate the personal life.
do that made him so mad that that's what he did, and now she's so mad.
Okay, listen.
That she's suing her. I mean, like, can't people just like, hey, I don't want
I
to be
promised
together
Tiger that
anymore.
I
Great,
wouldn't.
let's break up. Like,
I promised Tiger that I wouldn't divulge this, but since it's only us three talking, she left hideous skid marks like in every toilet in
they're
his
both a
house.
little wacky
And one day,
though.
and
Why
Tiger
can't
just
can't
finally said,
people just break up and
"Enough.
be like, let's just be friends, and you
Enough."
go your way and I'll go mine, and thanks.
You
It was a
know?
great 6 years. Bye.
Yeah. It was like a yak was shitting in every room of his house, and he said, "I'm tired of cleaning this up." So that's what happened. You heard it here first.
That's why Meg's gonna leave you.
Stop.
Oh my god. Allison, what's up? But is Tiger?
Go ahead.
Mom wants to hit us. She wants to scold us now.
My God.
Isn't he worth over $1 billion?
Oh, way more. Come on.
Okay.
The
So
latest like world rankings for
Yeah.
athletes just came out recently. Fucking
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson is still up there. Like with Lionel
he?
Messi and Tiger Woods
Like he was
and
really the
LeBron
one
James.
cleaning.
Yeah, I mean it's just absurdity
You know,
in terms of career earnings.
Jordan's worth $3.3 billion.
Yup.
That is amazing. But you figure, okay, so Tiger obviously
It's true.
$30 million to him for skid marks is like what? $300 to us?
Dude, he could spend that in a strip club tomorrow night.
Yeah.
In fact, he
No
probably
words.
is going to.
It's for you too. Like,
You have 3
Ben is
words
literally
for us.
crying.
You love us.
Ben is crying.
All right. Do we
I think Allie's kind of frozen. We might have broken her.
Oh, we did. I'm sorry. I am sorry. All right. Listen, that'll do it for this edition of the Bam Slam podcast. Bam Slam fam, as always, we love the fact that you are along for the ride.
Tiger?
Make sure you're
A
subscribe.
billion. Like a million billion.
I think Allie's on like a delay for 15 seconds ago.
Oh, was that really her audio coming across? Allie, are you with us still?
No. Dude, she's like
She
3
is
minutes in the
so
past.
delayed. Okay.
This is great.
And remember, subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at BamSlamPod, on Instagram at BamSlamPod. Look at Allison's face right now.
Allie, fix your damn internet. I think she's just getting to the skid mark joke right now.
And does she have dial-up modem?
She's got one of those printers that's going chirr, 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 chirr.
Oh, she's got to rip the little things off of it when she's done downloading her data reports.
Yeah, if she's trying to download porn in the main room, mom's on the phone in the other room. She's having some issues, man.
And last but not least, you brave men and women of the United States Armed Forces, what you do, what you've done for us. Here, let's see if we can make her.
Yeah, well,
like,
and she. Well,
I think she's
She
literally
wants out of
5
that
minutes behind us.
DA. I don't know. I mean, I'm curious what. I'm curious why she wants out of that. I think I must
Bam Slam Fam.
be. I don't think you guys can hear me.
No,
Say we love
can't.
you.
No, it's okay.
Hold on. We're not signing off yet. I got to call it.
Okay.
Holy Christ. This is so freaking funny. Hold on.
Oh, she's got to be so pissed right now once she catches up. We can hear her say 5 minutes
Pick
ago.
up your phone.
Dude, she's not. There's no chance she's seeing what's happening live right now.
She said she's caught up. She can hear everything. But
What's going on?
I didn't know. I didn't see. We haven't seen the part where you flipped
Put her
this
on
off
speaker.
yet.
Put her on speaker.
I don't know what's going on.
All right, hold on. Let me put you on speaker.
I'm
Okay, Allie's removed. Bye.
Okay, we love you. Ben, Allison, blow the kiss. Okay, there we go.
All right. Good
We'll see you
night,
guys.
fam. Jesus.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, later, dude. I'm ending this thing. Subscribe, download all the things. We'll be available everywhere for podcasts later on. Thank you to McGregor's. We love you. Goodbye. Golly.